welcome to another video by Easy Learner. So in today's video we are going to talk about mole concept, and in mole concept we will be talking about molar mass. So let's start our today's topic. So first of all we will be moving on to molecular mass. First of all, before molar mass we will be moving on to molecular mass. So now if we talk about molecular mass, for example you take one molecule, for example it is N or O is there, means oxygen and nitrogen, its compounds with atoms, so like that are there, and etc. So every molecule is having its fixed mass, that is known as molecular mass. For example of H, hydrogen, we can say it is 1, of O it is 16, so like that, this is known as the molecular mass. So with the help of molecular mass we can make the molar mass. So now if we talk about molar mass, so now image will be more clear to you that what is molar mass, as I have told you about molecular mass. So in molar mass what will be happening, for example any two atoms bonding is there, for example it is H2O or we can say O2. So what is the molar mass of H2O? So here as you are able to see that two atoms are there of H and one atom is there of oxygen. So first of all we will be taking the molecular mass of H, that is 1, and into 2 because two atoms are there, so it will come as 2 plus what is the molecular mass of oxygen, so it is 16, and as we are knowing that one atom is only there, to 16 into 1, that is 16, so 2 plus 16, that is equal to 18. So now after this first of all this one is there, that molar mass, and as well as there is a molecular mass. Now if we talk about their units, so units are gram, of both the units are gram. Means for example it is asked that what is the molar mass of hydrogen, means H2, means H2, two atoms of hydrogen. So one molecule of H is equal to the mass of one molecule of H is 1 gram. So of 2 it will be 1 into 2, which is equal to 2 gram. Same as in O2, it will be 32 gram. So by this we are also knowing about the unit. So now after this we will be talking about that what is Avogadro's law. So if we talk about Avogadro's number, in this lecture I will only be covering about Avogadro's number because in this it is told that what is the value of 1 mole if we convert it into atoms. So for example 1 mole is there of anything. I will also be telling you that what is the how to find the moles, means two methods are there, so that also will be discussing with the help of numericals. With the help of numericals you will be understanding that your concept is clear or it is not clear, because numericals can only be done if our concept is clear. Now we will be moving on to the Avogadro's number. So it is that 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 gram. Atoms. Means for example if 2 moles are there of any atom, we can say, or of any molecule, so 2 moles are there. So if they are asking about that what is the value of those 2 moles in atoms, so we will use over here the Avogadro's number, and 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. So this is the value of Avogadro's number. Now I will be talking about that how to find the moles. So first of all I will be rubbing it, and after that I will be talking about that how to find the number of moles. Here I have written some numericals by which your concept will be more clear, that what are the molar mass and what is the molecular mass. So in the most of the questions which are normally coming, in that molecular mass is told to us, means of molecules the mass is told to us, and we need to find the molar mass. So how will be finding? For example CaCO3 is there. So Ca, if you talk about the molecular mass of Ca, so that is 12, and of C, that is carbon, of carbon it will come as 12, sorry it is 40 of this one, of Ca it is 40, of C that is carbon it is 12, and of O3 it will come as 16 into 3, which is equal to 48. Now we'll be adding them. 48 plus 12 it will come as 60, 60 plus 40 100. So by this we got that 100 gram is the molar mass of CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate. So how we have found this? As we are knowing that molecular mass of Ca, that is calcium, that is 40, plus molecular mass of C, that is carbon, that is 12, and molecular mass of O3, that is of O, of one molecule of oxygen, that is 16. So of 3 atoms it will be coming as 48. So we will add them, it will come as 100 gram. Now if we talk about N2, if we talk about the molecular mass of N, so that is 40. Now 2 is used over here, means 2 atoms are there, so 14 into 2 equal to 28 grams. Now we'll talk about S. So of sulfur the molecular mass is 32. You can just mention this, 32 grams. So it will come as it is, 32 grams. Now if we talk about S3, so as we are knowing that sulfur's molecular mass is 32, so of S3 it will be 32 into 3, which will come as 96 grams. Okay, so now I will be talking about O2. So what will be the molecular mass of O2? If we talk about O2, so of one single O it is 16. Okay, so 16 into 2, 16 into 2, which is equal to 32 grams. And last one is H5. Of hydrogen, the molecular mass of single atom of hydrogen, the molecular mass is 1 gram. So 1 into 5, that is 5 grams. Now I will rub this, and after that we will be talking about that how to find the number of moles through 2 methods. So now I will be talking about that how to find the number of moles. It is the main concept in the mole concept. So this is how to find the number of moles. So there are 2 methods, and that depends on the conditions that what is given. For example, the mass is given. When mass is given to you, that this amount of mass is there of any, like S2 we have taken. So 32 grams of S2 are given. So what will be a number of moles in that? So if mass will be given, the formula will be given mass upon molar mass. Now you will be knowing that why I have told you the concept of molar mass and molecular mass, because it will be used in how to find the number of moles. And second one formula is that it is when the volume of any substance is given, like it is given that volume 11.6 liters volume of S2 is there. So what will be the number of moles in that? So the formula for this will be given volume upon molar volume. Now if we talk about molar volume, so it is fixed for every, so it will come as 22.4 liters. Now if we talk about the units of the volume which will be given, or of a molar volume, so it will be mostly liters. And if we talk about over here, so it will be grams. Now we will be moving on to some numericals by which you will be able to understand this concept more better. So now I will be moving on to some numericals. Firstly I will be writing them, and you can even stop the video and try the numericals by your own. So I was just telling that I have remembered one thing now, that was STP. So what is STP? STP is standard temperature and P for pressure. Okay, so what is there in at STP? So first of all I will be telling you that 22.4 liters will be the molar volume when the gas or the substance used will be at STP. Now what is meant by STP? That the temperature is standard, means it is 1 degree Celsius or 273 kelvins, and if we talk about pressure, so it should be 1 atm or 760 mm of Hg. Now I will be solving these 2 questions first of all, and after that we will be moving on to the next numericals. So question is number of moles of O3 or ozone gas present in 5.6 liters of O3 at STP. Now what is the formula for finding it? Now over here we will firstly check that mass is given or volume is given. If volume is given, so the formula is given volume upon molar volume, that is 22.4. So here the volume is 5.6 liters, mean here volume is given. So we will be using the formula that is given volume, that is 5.6 L upon molar volume, that will be 22.4 L. Now we will be just dividing it, which is equal to 56 upon 10 into 224 and 10. This will cut with each other and it will be coming as 28, 112, 14, 56. It will be 14, 4 is 56, which is equal to 1 upon 4 moles, which is equal to, which we can divide as 0.25 moles. So now you may have understood the concept that how to find the moles if the volume is given. So here volume was given 5.6 liters. So what we did, that was 5.6 upon 22.4, which is the molar volume, and that came as 0.25 moles. Now I will be moving on to the next question, and after that we will be moving on to the next numericals. Moles of O2 in 64 gram of O2. Now here 64 gram is given, means mass is given. So formula used will be mass given upon molar mass. So that is 64 upon what is the molar mass of O2? That will be 16 molecular mass into 2, which is equal to 32. 32, 2 is 64, which is equal to 2 moles of O2. So 2 moles of O2 are present in 64 gram of O2. So now I will be moving on to the next numericals. So as you are able to see the third question on your screen, so that is moles of H2O in 54 gram of H2O. So the mass is given over here. So formula used will be mass given upon molar mass. So mass given is 54 grams upon molar mass we will find. So what will be the molar mass? How will we find it? H2O. So H is there, 2 atoms are there, 2 atoms bonding are there. So we will name it as 2 plus O, that is 16. So 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. So 18, 3 is 54, which will come as 3 moles of H2O. So next question is volume occupied by 3 moles of CO2 at STP. Now over here what is given? They have asked about the volume which is occupied. So as we are knowing that what is the formula used, that number of moles is equal to, so number of moles are 3, which is equal to given volume. So that we need to find, that will name as X upon, that is at STP, as we are used here STP. So it means that the molar volume will be 22.4 liters. So it will be coming as X is equal to 3 into 22.4. That will be coming as 67.2 liters. It will be coming as that what is the 3 moles of CO2. So it will be coming as 67.2 liters. 67.2 liters will be the volume occupied by 3 moles of CO2 at STP. I will be moving on to the next question, that is mass of H atoms in 32 gram of CH4. So first of all, we will find the moles of CH4 in 32 grams. So of C it is 12, of H4 it will come as 4. So 12, 4 is 16. So it will come as mass given 32 grams upon molar mass, that is 16 gram, which is equal to 2 moles. Now first of all, for finding the mass of H atoms, we will need to find the moles of H atoms. So moles of H atoms will be equal to, here H4 is written. These are the number of atoms. So they have asked about mole of H atoms. So mole of H atoms is equal to mole of H atoms is equal to 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. Now I will be applying the formula, that is 8 is equal to X. So as I was saying that here at the down one side we will be writing that what is 8 means moles is equal to the mass given. So we need to find the mass given, and upon the mass means the total mass which is possessed by H molecule. So only one H is there, means 1, it will come as 1. So X is equal to 8 into 1, which is this thing implies X is equal to 8 grams. So now I will be moving on to the next. So now in the previous question as I have talked about, so in that I have told about that what is the mass of H atoms, not molecules. So now some students will be puzzling that what are moles of molecules, what is the difference between moles of molecules and moles of atoms. So that also I will be clearing. So these are the atoms, okay. And for example here nothing is written, so one it considered as it also here one, and here it is one. So these are the atoms, moles of atoms, and this also over here one. So these 1 1 and 1, these are moles of molecules. Now if we talk about moles of molecules and moles of atoms, so molecules will be formed when more than one atoms will combine together. For example, two atoms are combining, then one molecule will be formed. So same as over here. So for example, if anybody will ask you that what are the moles of molecules of H in H2SO4, that will be 1. And if anybody will ask you what are the moles of atoms of H in H2SO4, so that will of H2 in H2SO4, so that will be 2, because here the number of atoms written are 2, and same as in other one. So I hope that your concept, mole concept, and also the molar mass, or what are the different methods, what are the two methods by which we can find the number of moles, so that will be clear. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.